Fallacy of equivocation. The fallacy of equivocation occurs when a term or word switches meaning in the course of the argument. That is, when a term or word expresses one meaning in one premise and another meaning in another premise or conclusion. Let us consider this example. Philosophy is an art, but art is practiced by painters. Therefore, philosophy is also practiced by painters. As we can see, the premises of the argument are plausible, and the argument appears to be valid. However, the term art is used in two different senses. In the first premise, the term art refers to a skill that requires creativity, imagination, and the ability to think critically. While in the second premise, it refers to the fine arts, or the cultural institution which involves the fine arts, that is, painters in the case of this example. It must be noted that although it may be true that painters practiced the fine arts, it is not necessarily true that they practiced all the skills that involved creativity, imagination, and the ability to think critically. Now, let's consider another example. Logic is the study of arguments. Well, that is one course that I could ace. I know all about arguments. I have learned from experts. You should hear the arguments my parents have. As we can see in this argument, the arguer may conclude in effect that he would do well in the study of arguments because he knows all about arguments. But it is important to note that the word argument here is being used in two different senses. In the first sense, it means reasoning, but in the second sense, it means quarreling. Now, if we substitute the two senses of the word argument here, then we are able to clarify what the arguer in fact had said, that he would do well in the study of reasoning because he knows all about quarreling. This, of course, does not follow. Now, let me provide some other examples to further illustrate the fallacy of equivocation. Impartiality means not taking sides in a dispute. I had hoped that the judge would be impartial, but he ruled against me. All stars are heavenly bodies, but Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are stars. Therefore, there is a good reason to believe that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are heavenly bodies.